Hi, it's Lenneke from Len's Crafty Life, and I wanted to show you what I made with the beautiful products that I got from Goedkoopstehobby.nl. It is a Dutch website and I'm on their design team since the beginning of this month, and they wanted me for this month and this project to try out some inks from Stazon, from Memento, and some Pronty stencils. And I could pick my own stencil, so I made my own choice, and I decided to use this gorgeous butterfly stencil. So here is the brand. It's Pronty by Jolanda de Ronde. That's a Dutch lady. And these stencils are available at the website and all these materials are available at the website Goedkoopstehobby.nl. So you can order from them, even if if you don't live in the Netherlands. Obviously there will be shipping costs involved, but what I really like with these stencils, you can see the ones that I used, that I tried out for the card that I made. I used this butterfly basically, but what I like about these stencils is that you also get the cutouts. So from these three, from the bottom ones, these three, the insides you get as well. So I guess that's why they're not just called stencils, but they're also called masks. So either Pronty masks or Pronty stencil masks or mask stencils, they go by that name. So again, you can find them on Goedkoopstehobby.nl. So I really like that you get these, because if you, let me just get one out. You can use these indeed as a mask. So if you have a card and you pop it on, then of course you can go around it with your ink and you get like the imprint, like a negative almost. And I really like that. I haven't used this yet to do something with that and mask the area off, so the area under the butterfly is masked off, but I have used the stencil. And let me just pop this aside. And the other stencil that I got, again from Pronty, is this one. It's a script stencil. Now I will explain why there's still some ink on there. Will explain that in this video, but again, I just love this script. It's very beautiful, and this is the card that I made with this product. I used some white cardstock. It has the linen structure. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up. Probably not. But it has some linen structure. I made a card. This is 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Let me quickly grab my ruler and I can show you how big that is in inches. Here's my sturdy ruler. Well, that's hard. It is because it's upside down. So 14 centimeters is still here. So that's from 18, 12 and a half. So between 12 and a half, 6. So that's about 5.5 inches. So it's a square card. So 5.5 by 5.5 inches. Now I will go on to centimeters because I did it in centimeters. So 14 by 14 centimeters. Then I had this bright pink, like fuchsia pink cardstock that goes really well with the ink. It's the ink that I used from Memento is the rosebud. And this is the teardrop. They do have like larger pads, but I picked the teardrop, or dewdrop, sorry. It's called dewdrop, this shape. And so I cut that down only 0.5 centimeter shorter, so that the whole square card is 13.5 by 13.5 centimeters. Then again, I cut a piece of white cardstock with the linen structure that is 13 by 13 centimeters, and that's the one that I stamped on or stenciled on using the script stencil. This one, this is an A5 sized stencil. The butterfly is an A4 size stencil, so that's a lot larger. So I used that, and I used the Stazon metallic copper, and I'm really very excited about this product. I absolutely love it. They also have it in platinum, in silver and in gold, but I went for the copper, and it is very shiny. So this is the one where you have like the inked pad. If I just open it, you get this little well, applicator. I would almost say scraper, but it's not a scraper, it's like an applicator. You do have this cover. Please do not throw this cover out because it keeps the ink dry. You need it to cover the pad. And then you can see I only used half the pad. So you get the pad without any ink on it. You have to shake this bottle very well, and if you can hear it, there's like this little bubble in it that makes the ink mix very well. Then you only put on a few drops. I put on here about 3 or 4 drops, and I scraped over it, or I divided it, spread it out with this little spatula, and then I used my ink dauber and I went over the stencil, put the stencil obviously on the card, went over it with the ink. After you're done, the first thing you have to do is put the cover on, otherwise your ink will dry out, and then put it aside. So that's what I did for the background. Then this bright pink piece of card, I made it slightly larger than the butterfly. So for these 2 cards, I looked to the size of this butterfly. Now the butterfly itself is about 8.5 by 9 centimeters. So I made the card square, and I went for 0.5 centimeter larger than the actual print. So I went for 9.5 by 9.5 centimeters. And this card I made slightly larger. Again, that is 10.5 by 10.5 centimeter. So that's a whole centimeter difference. Here there was only 0.5 centimeter difference. Here this part and this part together is 1 centimeter. So it made it pop out a bit more. So this again is the linen structure white card, and I used the stencil first, the bottom part. Let me just get that so with the background, because then you can see it a bit better. So first I used this one, and I used the Rosebud Memento ink. Then I went over that with this part, and I used the Stazon metallic copper. And if you can see, I hope the camera picks it up. Oh yes, it does. Look at just how shiny that copper is. Don't you love that? I absolutely love that. It's so very beautiful. Now of course Stazon you can also use on non-porous surfaces, like plastic, glass, anything that is non-porous. So I did try it out, and let me just show you that. I did try it out on some, this is like, we call it an L-mapje. It's like a file folder, but made out of plastic. Let me grab that bright pink paper to go behind it. And you can see that it works. Oh, sorry for the glare there. How can I show you this without glare? There you go. Well, kind of. So it does work as well on the plastic. It does need some drying time. It says about 3 to 5 minutes. I gave it a bit more just to be sure. I gave it about 10 minutes to dry. And then I did put a second layer over that. But as you can see, because I had this quite dark ink, the dark pink ink, I thought it would probably stand out more and better on a lighter ink. That's why I decided to not use the plastic material on this card, which is what I first wanted to do, but then I probably should have picked a lighter colored ink, and then it will probably, if you go over that, it will probably stand out a bit more than it does on a darker pink. So that was the reason why I didn't go for the plastic on this card. I used the Stazon metallic ink straight on the pink, and I think it is just absolutely stunning. I absolutely loved it. Now, as you can see, these butterflies are quite large. I didn't realize first it was an A4 stencil. I thought it was A5 as well, so I thought I'd make a card with all 3 of the butterflies, but they are so gorgeous and so large that just one of the butterflies will do to make a stunning piece. Now, I left the inside blank, of course, so this is a flip up card. Of course, you can make it like this if you prefer that it opens like that, but I like this because you can quite easily stand it up like so. So, and inside, of course, you can either just write a message or stamp a message as well for a birthday, or just to say hi, or even for, you know, an anniversary. And I am really, really happy with how this card turned out. So I hope you liked it. If you would like me to do a step-by-step tutorial on how I made this card, I'm very happy to do that as well. The only reason why I didn't do that this time is because I ran out of the bright fuchsia pink card, so I can't at the moment, at least. So anyway, I hope you like it, and let me know what you think of it. And if you want this product, please go over to the website of Goedkoopstehobby.nl, especially if you live in the Netherlands or Belgium or close by, and you can order the products from them. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.